Would you like a pillow for your back?
No, I don't want a pillow for my back. I want a pillow for my leg. That's what hurts.
Here, Father, here's a couple of aspirin.
I don't want any aspirin. I want a pillow.
Coming. Sorry, here you go.
There you go. Oh, God! Ow! For the love of Mike, man, be careful. That's my leg. That's not a side of beef.
I'm sorry, sir.
Poor Reginald alone, dear. He's just trying to help you.
That's a thankless task at best. Father, may I say to you that you are the worst patient I have ever seen in all my years of practicing medicine.
Oh? Well, I'd like to see how cheery you are with a ridiculous lump of plaster like this on your leg.
Well, not that this isn't a slice of heaven. I'm going to have to tear myself away, go to the airport, and pick up my wife.
Oh, I'm so glad Monica is finally coming home. It seems like ages.
Oh, for heaven's sake. She's bringing those people with her, isn't she? I'd blessedly forgotten that.
Edward Quartermain, if you aren't as nice as pie to Paige and Emily, I intend to banish you to the guest room for the rest of the year.
Hey, Dad.
Oh, hey.
When are you going to pick Mama?
Right now.
Are you sure you don't want us to go with you?
No, it'll be too crowded in the car. I'll be back in an hour.
Okay. Grandfather, how's the leg?
Well, it's broken, thank you.
Well, Grandfather, this too shall pass. Isn't that right, Annabelle?
Hey, Jet, you can forget about trying to butter me up. This deplorable condition is a direct result of your not being able to control your animal instincts.
Look at that face, Grandfather. How can you possibly be mean to her?
I take exception to the word mean. I'm merely choosing to ignore her presence.
Annabelle is not responsible for your pig-headed behavior, Edward.
Annabelle is the reason that I went stumbling into the woods in the first place. If she'd stayed home where she belongs...
No, wait a second. We could say the same thing about you, Grandfather. We warned you not to go after her.
Okay,
No.
may I remind everyone that Moms will be walking through that door any minute? And I think it would be nice if we could refrain from sniping at each other. At least the first night she's home.
You're right, of course, dear.
Miss Bobby Jones.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Bobby.
Hello, Bobby.
Can I get you anything?
Oh, no, thanks, Reginald. I'm fine.
Okay, well, let me know if you need anything.
I'm so happy that you invited me to come to Monica's homecoming. Thank you.
Oh, Monica would want you here, dear. After all, you're her very best friend.
Listen, Bobby, have you spoken to Mom lately?
Oh, yeah, as a matter of fact, a couple of days ago.
Did she mention to you that she's bringing Paige Bowen and her daughter Emily back here?
Yes, as a matter of fact, she did. How does everybody feel about that, if you don't mind my asking?
Whatever Monica wants is fine with me.
I'm not pleased. I can't imagine what's gotten into her. Schlepping a dying woman with an 11-year-old girl into this house.
Edward.
I am entitled to my own opinion, Lila. Of course, I wouldn't voice it to Monica quite that way.
Sure you would. But I expect you not to. There's going to be enough stress around here without you getting into a battle with Mom over this.
All right, look, here's what bothers me. What if having Paige here drags Mom deeper into cancer when she should be moving away from it? I mean, the whole thing could wind up being counterproductive. I'm sympathetic to what Paige is facing, but I have to think about my mother first.
What do you think, Bobby?
Actually, I'm with Lila. I know that it's hard for any of us to understand what Monica's going through right now, but I think we all just have to trust that she knows what she needs, and she knows what she's capable of handling.
Can we all do that?
What is this I hear about you clomping out in the snow looking for four-legged runaways? I can't let you out of my sight for a second.
Oh, the dulcet tones of your scolding. It's heaven to my ears.
Well, Paige and Emily Bowen, this is my family.
Welcome.
Lila, Edward, Jason, AJ.
Oh, I would have guessed it the other way around.
Well, it's confusing at first, but once you get to know us, we don't look alike at all.
It's a pleasure to meet both of you, really.
And this is my really good friend, Bobby Jones.
I've heard so much about you.
Oh, well, me too about you. I feel as if I know you already.
You have a beautiful home here.
Thank you, dear. But technically, the house belongs to Monica.
Alan gave it to her.
That's true, but she's generous enough to let us live here.
And all of you are generous enough to re-extend the favor. I don't know how I'm ever going to thank you all.
Stop that. We went all through this.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I just wondered if I might interest you in a little salmon with black bread.
Lemon chives and diced onion.
Is there any other way?
Ooh, As soon as possible?
No.
Thank you, Reginald.
You made it.
Barely.
Barely counts.
Oh, my goodness.
What is it?
Paige. Paige? What is it? Are you sure you're okay?
Take a deep breath.
Come on, can we get you something?
Better? Yeah, I'm sorry to make such a fuss.
Oh.
I feel reassured by having all this medical personnel around.
Here, Mom, drink.
Thanks, honey. If it's any consolation, you look terrible.
So do you.
Thank you.
What the hell? What doesn't kill us, right?
Right.
Wish you guys wouldn't joke about it.
Oh, sweetie, I'm sorry.
Oh, Emily, I am too. I am sorry. Ah, Reginald is here with my favorite food. Emily, do you like smoked salmon?
Very much, but I'm not really hungry right now.
Okay, well, maybe later. Here.
Wow, poor kid.
Maybe just
Yeah, listen, maybe we can go over and loosen her up a little bit.
Let's give it a shot.
Here you go.
Have an onion, lovely.
Emily,
Yeah.
aren't you gonna get something to eat?
We had a lot on the plane.
Yeah, how was your flight?
Hey, did Roger treat you to the loop-de-loops?
He let me sit in the cockpit. Does he really do loops?
Yeah, all the time.
Hey, one time he did 9 in a row.
9. No way.
Yeah. He almost scared himself to death. He had to land the plane in a field just so he could breathe again.
Is this a true story?
No, but it was a good
No,
one.
it was a pretty good one.
Look, Emily, there's lots of things to do on the ground. You got a pool, a jacuzzi, a gym, a stable.
Where we have tennis courts.
So, once you get settled in, we'll show you around, okay?
I'd like that.
Okay.
So, where's Annabelle? I've been looking forward to paying her a visit.
Oh, she's guarding her little one in the kitchen. Would you like to pay them both a visit?
Very much.
Hey, come on, I'll show you, Emily. Come on.
Isn't Emily lovely?
It was never an issue, Monica.
It's going to be fine, Alan.
Bigger than you are.
Everything on the plane.
That is the cutest puppy. Are you going to keep it?
I'm afraid not.
Yes.
The puppy belongs to Lucky Spencer.
Over my dead body. Now, we are not going to reward that family for the sordid behavior of their perfidious pooch.
I promised Lucky the pick of the litter, and I will not go back on my word.
Lucky and I have already had this conversation. He came to see me in the hospital. I explained the concept of compensatory damages, which in this case amounts to a total of 1 puppy.
Excuse me.
What?
Can we have a little reality check here? Why do we need another dog? Who's going to walk it? Who's going to feed it?
You know, actually, I think I hear Cook calling.
You know, grandfather, I wouldn't mind having another dog.
What, at the expense of grandmother's word?
But I mean, we can walk.
I will
just
walk.
split off.
15-year commitment. Broken
They're holding back on your account. Wait till they really get rolling. They're certifiable.
Don't tell me.
Nurse Chase gave Felicia's child to Ryan?
Yeah, well, because she thought it was Kevin. Because he asked to take the baby, and it was feeding time. So she carried the baby alongside him, and they walked down the hall, and they chatted the whole way. And when they got to Felicia's room, she handed the baby over to him. And, you know, she didn't actually see him walk in with the baby, but she walked back down the hall, and she turned around and looked, and they were gone. And nobody's seen them since.
Oh, my God.
But he has called, and the police do have some leads. So Felicia and Mac and Kevin have taken off for Canada to try and find Ryan and to try and get Georgie back.
Georgie. Oh, I love that name. But, I mean, hasn't that family gone through enough?
Yeah. Well, you know, it could have been worse. He could have taken Maxie as well.
Oof, that's true.
And you know who's really torn up about it? Tony.
Well, it's his niece. He delivered the baby.
You know, they almost have the same birthday. Tony's is today.
Oh, I forgot all about it.
Oh, well, no, I mean, come on, you've had a few things on your mind. Actually, Lucas and I are planning a little thing for him when he gets home.
So how is it going with you two?
Actually, well, we had a major breakthrough the other day. And you know, for the first time since this whole horrible mess began, I felt like we really connected. I mean, we really listened and we really heard each other. We dug a little deeper and it didn't cause a fight.
I think that's great.
Yeah. Well, then, you know, Kevin had to leave because he had to handle this whole crisis with Ryan, so our therapy's kind of on hold, and who knows if we're going to be able to pick up where we left off.
You will. I have become a staunch advocate for positive thinking.
Look what it's done for her.
Huh. How's it going upstairs?
Emily is a riot. She's running up and down the halls, counting rooms. She says this place is better than a hotel.
Oh, well, that's good news. She has been really frozen this past week.
Well, with good cause.
You know, Paige seems very nice.
I am in awe of her courage.
It's a shame she didn't get a more peaceful welcome. I mean, Mother and Father were really going at it tooth and nail when she came through the door.
No, Paige thought it was funny.
That's because she didn't know that it was in deadly earnest. You think she's going to want Emily to stay here when she finds out this place is truly a madhouse?
Well, I gotta go make a cake, so I think I better get back to the brownstone, and it seems to me like you two could probably use a few minutes to talk to each other alone, so.
Thank
Welcome
you.
back, honey.
Thank you for being here.
Take care.
Would you prefer that Paige be scared off by the family and just leave?
Of course not.
Ellen, I took a huge leap of faith laying all of this on you. But I also believed you when you said that you wanted to do anything possible to help.
I meant it absolutely.
You just don't think it's possible.
I didn't say that.
I've never met anyone with more good sense, more love, more spirit than Paige Bowen. The world doesn't deserve to lose her. Her daughter deserves to lose her even less, but she is going to lose her. I'm going to lose her. And if by making Emily a part of my life, of our lives, I can help her grow up, be loved, be safe, then maybe I will have contributed something meaningful in this world. Paige saved my life. I can't save hers, but maybe I can save her daughter's.
Monica, I am behind you 100% on this. I just think that we have to prepare her for what life is like here. I mean, that's what this trip is about, isn't it? For all parties concerned to get a taste of it and then make a decision?
Yes. And I know what I want that decision to be. I know it with all my heart.
Are you trying to pick a fight with me?
No, why do you say that?
I'm just trying to get with the program, Monica. I understand your feelings. I thought it would be helpful if I pointed out some of the obvious dangers. That's my way of getting involved in the process.
Well, you are. I'm sorry.
I just don't want to see you set yourself up for a fall. I know how important it is for Paige to let Emily stay here, but it's possible that she might not. How disappointed are you going to be?
Well, I would deal with it, but that isn't going to happen.
You're sure?
Paige has no other options.
So this trip was just a formality?
In my mind, yes, I guess so. Do you feel set up?
A little. How could I not be? But I will get over it. We certainly have time.
Paige doesn't.
I'm talking about to hammer out the details, Monica. Look, this is your first night home.
Tell me about it.
So, I just want us to be together, Monica. I am so ecstatically happy that you're here with me. I want you to be as happy as I am.
I know that.
So maybe it's not such a good idea for our first conversation to be about something that's contentious.
Contentious?
That is the way that I'm starting to feel, Monica. Just a little bit.
Well, I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize. This is a very difficult situation.
I just want to be clear. You know, this whole death business is a way of reordering everything.
You know what I'm clear about, Monica? Is how much I love you. I love you with every fiber of my being. And I thank God that you are standing here next to me now. And that's all that's important to me right now. The rest of the things are going to work themselves out.
You're right.
Look, it's getting late. Why don't we go upstairs? No pressure. Just to sleep together. I missed you so much.
You go on out. I'll be up in a little while.
Why do you want to stay down here by yourself?
'Cause I do, Alan. I really do want to stay down here for a while and decompress. Try to get back into the world, you know. I still kind of feel that I'm in orbit.